Alright, bro, let's fucking go. I feel a very productive video session right here in front of us. And today I'm gonna talk about and authenticity and what you really want in life, authenticity and purpose basically. That's what I'm gonna talk about. And now, why authenticity? Well, first of all, you go on Instagram and you look at the gurus, and everybody says, "Oh, you need to be authentic. That's the only thing that sells." You can only be the best at being you, whatever, whatever. Uh, you can never be as good somebody else as this somebody else would be, but the best thing you can do is be you. Alright, bro, be authentic, be you. But that's not the reason why authenticity sells, bro. Because yeah, it fucking sells. Yeah, it's good to be you. Yeah, whatever, whatever. Develop your own style. That's surface level. The deeper layer, bro, is far, far more magical. The deeper layer is basically the fact that being authentic to yourself means being in alignment. Like, I've told this to you a million times, but basically, if you look at the chakras, bro, and the energy, the highest frequency you can be at is enlightenment, nirvana, basically, bro. That's what I'm trying to, you know, get here with these ones, because this here on top is supposed to be nirvana. Nirvana, bro. And nirvana, bro, what nirvana means, what this crown chakra is supposed to mean, or whatever, the highest frequency you can be at, bro, is nirvana. And nirvana means enlightenment. Enlightenment is being in one, like being one with God, being one with the world, being one with everything. This is basically the highest vibration, enlightenment, nirvana. This is the highest vibration you can be at. This is the highest, best, like, energy state you could operate from. You know, this is this nirvana, bro, and enlightenment is the highest energy state you can operate from. This is why authenticity is the best thing you can do, because being authentic to yourself means being in alignment with yourself, means being in alignment with the world, means being in alignment with God. This is what authenticity means, authenticity. And the not so cool part is that in our world, bro, like uh, in our day and age, my generation, your generation, we are probably from one generation, it's very hard for us to know what we truly want, where we truly stay in life. It's very hard for us to know what are our values, what is our code, bro. How knights before, in the Middle Ages, whatever, knights, they had a code, they had a codex that they went by, like, I don't harm children, I don't harm people weaker than me, I don't lie, I'm always honest. They had a code, and they died for that code, bro. The Christian, these motherfuckers, how are they called in English? Let me check. The Crusaders, bro, they had a code, they had a codex they went by, and people died for their beliefs. Do you understand? People died for their beliefs. People died for uh, basically the set of values they stand by. They died for this shit. But that's okay, because this way you know your place in life, and when you know your place in life, nobody can push you. Like, You know how hard it is to manipulate somebody that knows exactly who they are, what they want, what they strive for? It's like you can't do it, you know? But somebody who's lost, somebody who's not sure, somebody who's too distracted, somebody who's too stimulated to even know the meaning of his own life. Like, we don't know our purpose, our generation. We don't know our fucking purpose. We don't know anything. We're just so distracted all the time. We're just so pulled in 10, 20, 50 different directions. Nobody has thought about it. And even if you do think about it, you can't figure it out because there's so much noise. Especially if you grew up in a big city like me. So much noise, bro. I don't know. In smaller cities, it's different. I'm sure it's different. But here, like I've grown up in the capital. Yeah, it's a Balkan country. Yeah, the capital is not like 50 million, you know. It's not Hong Kong here. But still, like, there's so much noise, bro. There, like, everything is busy. Everything is always stressed, busy. You don't know what's happening. You have no clue what to do. We're so lost. Every single one of us is so lost. So the earlier you begin this journey of truly finding yourself and finding, you know, who you are, what you want out of life, what do you believe in, that's hard, bro. It's way, way harder than people say it is, you know, or try to make it. It's way harder. And you basically, you know, a person who's lost when you see him, you know. There's this, you've seen them, bro, like 40, 50-year-olds, people who are just worked a normal job, they've lived at their parents' house, whatever. I'm not trying to demean them or anything, but you see that there is not really, they haven't really found their purpose, they haven't really found anything in life. They just moved with the flow, moved with the momentum, you know. Today the waves wash you this way, tomorrow the waves wash you this way, and you just flow with the momentum. And yeah, it sounds very spiritual, but flowing with the momentum, it's not spiritual, bro. In Buddhism and in Indian, whatever, I don't know how it's called, but they have basically this concept, bro. Like, you're either, you know, going with the tide, going with the flow, with the reverse currency, bro, with the reverse currency, or you're going against it, you are rowing against the currency, bro. And this is what life is, basically. This is what life is, a constant row against the currency, bro. Because the moment you let yourself go, just, you know, Andrew Tate calls this basically, you know, you're just a feather in the wind. I'm sure you've seen it. You're just a feather in the wind. Ooh. Yeah, bro, this is what it is. You're just a feather in the wind. You're just basically, this is the river, bro, and this is the river's direction. This is where the currency of the river goes, basically, this direction. And you can choose who you want to be, bro. You can either be, you know, the person who's just flowing with the river, bro, flowing with the river, but you have no control. You don't control everything. If you're just letting yourself go, you can't be mad at anything. Like, you can't be mad that you don't get the results you want, that you don't get the life you want. You can't be mad because you've done nothing. You can't let yourself go, bro. You can't let yourself just flow with the river. And it's very important to understand, it's not about like fighting with life or something like that, bro. No, it's not about fighting. It's just about putting in effort. Because being alive, bro, basically means, here, you like this one. Being alive, bro, means being alive means putting constant effort. Being alive means effort, bro. You need to put constant effort towards it. Like, if you don't breathe, you'll die. If you don't eat, you'll die. If you don't move, you'll die. You know? This is what life is. If you don't learn and adapt, you die. If you don't constantly put in effort, you die. Like, if you don't want to put in effort, basically you can just go and die. But being alive means effort. You know, means trying. It's not about being a high heart. It's not about fighting life or God. It's not about basically being in a battle with everything. It just means you put effort, bro. It literally just means that you put in effort. Oh, if you're alive, you have to be constantly rowing, bro. You have to be constantly rowing against the fucking currency. Constant rowing motion, bro. Again and again and again, and you fail and you do it and you fail and you do it and you do it and you do it, and you're just, this is how you progress in the river, bro. You know, this is how you get, alright, here we are in another page basically from another video, but this is how you progress in life. This is what progress means, because being alive means effort. This is crucial. And this actually gets me into my next point of the video, which is the fact that you're young. You are young, bro. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. If we have a lifetime, let's say this is let's say this is our life, bro. Here you are 0, here you are fucking 100. Because we are biohackers and we're gonna live to 100 years old. God bless. We're what now? Let's say, okay, so here is 50, here is 25, here is 75, here is 25, alright, so only we need to, alright, so here is like, how do we fucking do this, bro? Like, here is 5, 10, 15, 20, yeah, something like that. Here is 20, 15, 10, 5, basically, alright. And here you're from 20 to 50, bro, alright. Here you are 25, here you are 50, 75, alright. And of course here we are like 20, 10, etc. Alright, 15. Nice, bro. Alright. You are most likely, if you're watching this video right now, you are somewhere around here. I'm here, bro. I'm fucking 18. You're somewhere around here, you know. This is me. This is Sasha. What you need to realize, bro, is that this fucking period of your life, this whole fucking period of your life is for action. This is your active years, basically, bro. This period of your life is for action, because nothing beats action. This is the period where these are your active years. This is where you build your life. This is where you build your legacy. This year, bro, is the most exciting time of your life. This is the action period. You know? Basically, because this is the period where you get wiser, bro. Like, you gather experience, build your legacy, get wiser, learn, adapt, build, bro. This period here, bro, this is like when you enter your elderly period or whatever. This here is basically for, like, you know, here you can be like, how do we call it, you know, your elderly, when you enter this period. It's for, like, here, bro, you can already, here is where usually, you know, presidents, lures, you know, here is where you rule. You write books, bro. You write books. You get philosophical. You know, meaning of life, bro. I don't know. Here is where you can basically, in this period is where you gathered enough experience to think, basically, to make conclusions. Think and make conclusions. This is an amazing period as well, because here you are not so fiery, you are not so raw and so unexperienced. Here you've already have 50 years of experience. And don't get me wrong, like, here you can be very active as well. In this period you can be very active as well, like, bro, every single fucking president is in this period. Look at all the presidents, most of them are like here. Like, bro, look at fucking Donald Trump, he's here. Look at Putin, he's here probably. Look at all the presidents, like, that lived before, you know, if we don't mind the conquerors and whatever. But look at, I don't know, Churchill, bro, he's probably like here or here. Look at every single one of them. Like, bro, Caesar was how, like 40, 50. Napoleon was like as well 40, 45 years old when he, you know, started conquering and shit. Hitler, how old was he? Probably like 50, bro. They weren't young. This is a very active period as well. Let me change up the colors a bit, actually, bro. Like, I've just changed my mind. This fucking period here, we're gonna call it, bro. This fucking period here is the ruling period. I'm gonna, like, rulers. This is how I'm gonna call it. This here is the ruling period, or ruling action, elderly, rule. Yeah, rule. I like it. Because this is basically, bro, where you've already gathered experience, whatever. Now you can lead, like you are experienced enough to lead, to rule, like your judgment holds weight, basically, bro. You know, this is a very active period as well. Like here you basically bring up your children, etc. Bring up your children. It's here you're respected, bro. You're respected. You've already proven yourself. You know, you've already proven yourself, basically, bro, in this period, because you've got 50 years of life now. And then we come into the elderly period. Like, bro, here it's no longer about action. Like, your mind is not as sharp, your body is not as strong, your basically stress tolerance is not as high. You can't endure, basically, in this period, here in the elderly, you can't endure what this guy here could in his early period. You can't do that. What you can do, bro, is you can reflect. Now you're wise. You know, you're wise now. You can think and make conclusions. You can write books. You can get philosophical, bro. You're wise, you know. Like here you consult, basically, and give advice. You know, this is what this period is for. But right now, to be honest, we don't give a fuck about these two periods. Wait a minute. Right now, we don't give a fuck about these two periods. Because broski. Because we have something far more important to care about. Right now, these two don't exist for us. We have the action period, bro. We have the fucking action period, and this is the culmination of my video today. I just want you to know. This is the culmination of my fucking video today. Now you got the action period. All you gotta do here is act. You are in the fucking trenches, bro. Like, you are in the trenches. Hard, raw, shit. Everything is here, bro. Like the storm, the storm is here, bro. It is here, bro. The storm is here, bro. You are in the action period. This is where you build, fucking, bro. This is where the period you built. And right now, you know, we're in this small circle here. But this is where you fucking build shit, bro. From 0 to 50, or more specifically from 15 to 50. You fail countlessly. You know, try, fail, lose, bro. Action is your primarily weapon here. Action is everything you got here. Like, you know, action, this is all you got against it's you, basically, bro. It's you against everything. It's you against all odds. It's you, bro. It's you against the world. You against the system. It's you against the rulers, the elders, you know. It's you against the basically the current way the world works, bro. You are against everything. Like, you are right now, you are against these guys. These guys, and bear in mind, these guys have advantage over you. You know, these guys, bro, they have a fucking advantage over you. This guy You know, this is the conqueror guy. This is the ruler. He's already established himself, bro. This guy, the green guy, the elderly guy, how am I gonna draw him? I'm gonna draw him with a long beard, with a long ass beard, bro. This guy, like, he's got nothing to prove, you know. He's already wise. He's already at the end of his life. This guy, the elderly guy, basically. And then there's you. Then there's you, bro. These guys hold all the power right now, you know. And these guys are gonna come at you, bro, because you are a danger. You are a danger to these two guys, because you are basically becoming the next ruler and the next elders. And when you become the next ruler and you become the next elder, there's no longer need of these guys, you know. These guys, they become fucking irrelevant. So it's you versus them. It's you versus the current existing world order. It's you against the system. It's you against the odds. Because you're starting from nothing, bro. You're in the fucking trenches here. You're in the trenches. You have nothing. You know nothing. You don't have resources behind you. You don't have people behind you. You don't have experience behind you. You don't have knowledge or skills behind you. You have nothing. These guys, they have the people behind them. You know, they have the people behind them, bro. They have the knowledge, they have the experience, they have the environment, they have the structure, they have the resources, they have the public, they have everything against you, bro. You know, they have the results, bro. They have everything against you. What do you have, literally? What is that you have? What is in your power, bro? The only thing that you have, the only thing that you are left with, that these guys don't have as well as you, is action. Fucking constant action. You know, never tiring supply of energy, bro. Maybe I'm getting a bit hyped up right now. But you need to get hyped up, bro, because this is all we have right now. All we have right now is fucking action. We don't have anything else. Anything else, bro. All we have is fucking action, 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 endless action. Because guess what, bro? You get less tired than these guys. You can, you can endure more stress, more pressure, bro. You know, you can do more. You have more energy. A very important thing, by the way, as well, is like your mind is not, you know, your mind is, you are still moldable. You are still moldable. You can change, bro. You can change. You can adapt. You have nothing to lose. You know? You have nothing to lose. You can change, you can adapt, etc., etc. Then these guys. All you have is action, action, action. If you think about nothing else, bro. Nothing else. If this is the only thing that is left in your mind, if somehow you become autistic, bro, and this is the only thing that is left in your mind, action, you're gonna be still better than 99 fucking percent of everybody, of all the men out there. If you just think about action. Because yeah, this is great here, you know, thinking and strategy and blah blah blah. This all comes into place. But right now, you're cured to everything. You're cured to all. You're be end of all, or whatever is the phrase in English. Is action. Because through action, bro, through action, you gather experience. and you become experienced enough to lead. Through action, you build your legacy. Through action, you get wiser because you try something, it doesn't work. You try something else, it doesn't work. Then but in the process of doesn't working and in the process of failing, you find a singular individual bits in every lose you get, in every failure you get. You find a little bit of information here, and you get something from here and from here and from here, and suddenly the puzzle starts coming up. The pieces start adding up to each other. All of a sudden, you start gathering some momentum, you start gathering some leverage, you understand some things. All of this happens through action. Action is everything you've got. This is what we should be focused right now when we are young. We're in this, especially in this fucking period, bro. Especially in this fucking period. You don't understand how much you've got. You don't understand what it means, bro, to have nothing to lose and all to gain. This is us right here. This is us right here. Let me type it down. Nothing to lose and all to gain, bro. And I want you to get hyped. This is why I do this video. Because I want you to get fucking hyped. This is the most hyped age and period of your life. This is where you beat up all the other guys, bro. This is where you fuck all the girls. This is where you make all the progress. This is where you define what your life is gonna be. This is where you define what your legacy is gonna be. Everything happens here. If these two are gonna be successful years for you, bro, I don't know, if you wanna be Mark Avreli here and write the greatest book ever written, whatever, and all these things, be the greatest president, etc. Lead the best organization, doesn't matter. Then you need to act like crazy here. It's all about action. It truly is. Of course you reflect along the way, you absorb along the way, but all the learning you do and the whole learning curve you have, bro, in this period happens with action. If there was no action, there is nothing. Action is life here, as I showed you. Basically, being alive is effort. And being alive is effort more than ever in this period. It's the most true for this period, bro. Because here, you already set the foundation. You already have leverage. You've built your house here. You already have some leverage, Let me just type it down. You already have some leverage. You already have a foundation. You can, things work for you now. Things work for you now. Here, nothing works for you, bro. It's all effort after effort after effort. And you need to see yourself and imagine yourself as a fucking film character, bro. You need to see yourself you need to see yourself as this conqueror, bro. As this force of life. As this pirate. As this warrior. Hero, bro. This is the hero's journey. This is the fucking hero's journey. This is the hero's journey. This is where everything happens. This is, bro, action. You need to basically believe you're somewhat destined, I personally think, to be honest, that it's not really destined. It's just in every single one of us. When you're born with this feeling that you want to be something greater than just a person, something greater than just a physical body. I believe when you're born, basically, bro, this is your soul. Your soul kinda, He has the desire and the want and the belief that it is something more than just a person. Everybody wants to be something more, just something more. This is where you make yourself something more. Because we can go the whole route of destiny, you know. This is my destiny. And to be honest, that's great to believe because it makes things way easier when you believe it's your destiny. But every single one of us feels like it's his destiny. Some will make it, some will not. You know, there's always gonna be somebody greater, basically. And there's always gonna be somebody who's doing worse than you. But believe it's fucking destiny, bro. Believe it's destiny, literally. Believe it's destiny. Believe you're destined. Believe you're destined for something more, something greater. And you will be. You will become something greater. You will become something more. You build yourself into this character. You become him, bro. Fucking, I don't know, go watch some movies, bro. Go read some history. Get motivated. Go talk to your father, bro. Get motivated about just... And keep this feeling, you know, keep this feeling. Exercise. Get physical activity in, bro. Do sports. Fight. Lift weights. Whatever, bro. It's not about being just like a mad, stupid boxer, bro, or something like that. It's about giving the fucking energy to go and take what's yours. This is what it's all about, bro. Hope you understand me. This is what I'm gonna leave you with. It's all about action. And you need to build yourself into this person. This is what you need, bro. Like, you need to see yourself as this conqueror, force of life, hero, pirate. It's destiny, bro. You're destined, basically, for more, for something greater. Believe it, bro. Fucking believe it. Go out there. I'm telling you, watch some movies. I watched Game of Thrones recently. Believe you're some fucking, I don't know. Believe you're like this hero, bro. For me, this works because I've always liked movies. But believe you're the hero, bro. You know. Believe in the hero's journey. The hero's journey. Maybe watch some history, bro. This motivates me as well. Like, do it, bro. Fucking do it. Believe it. Be it. Be it, bro. Fucking be it. Be this guy. There are guys like this. They've lived and they continue to live. Do it, bro. Hero's journey. Hope you got my point. This year's, bro, right now, here, this is crucial. This is the fire, bro. This is let me draw you a fire emoji. This is a fire emoji, bro. This is fucking fire. This is the fire. You are living in the fire right now. You are living in the fucking fire, bro. You are a man. This is the greatest time of your life. This is where you build everything. This is where everything fucking happens. Hope you got my point, bro. Let's fucking go.